All right, we'll start this segment with the Nigerian Tribune, for today. And FEC steps down memo on new minimum wage. All right, one would want to think that should be one of the, memos that they will attend to. But let's see how these will be, how it pans out now. Tinubu to consult governance, private sector. Information Minister says wage award will continue for now, and we expect new wage implementation by July ending. Labor. All right, these are some of the development yesterday at the FEC meeting. Ways and means securitization responsible for 24 trillion naira debt rise. DMO. Many persons have been asking since this ways and means. Where is the money? Where are the people that were involved? Especially the ways and means that it didn't go through the right process. Moving on, Cardoso expresses optimism about taming inflation. Expression of optimism. All right. Say CBN will adhere to conventional methods. And explosion rocks Port Harcourt, kills dynamite-bearing protester. Anti-Fubara forces enjoined federal mind. Clark tells Tinubu, and if anybody is protesting and you are armed with a dynamite, what for exactly? And you can see the picture of the Lagos State governor flanked by young people, and of course his wife, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, First Lady Ibijoke, and the deputy governor's wife, Femi Hamzat, with children, Oluremi Hamzat rather, with children living with disabilities, cutting the cake at an event organized by the top state executive council, I beg your pardon, to mark the governor's 59th birthday. All right, top strip, no plan to dethrone Sultan, Sokoto government. Okay. Students' loan, federal government postpones application process for state institutions. Customs Deputy Controller General Slons dies at Reps investigative hearing. That was a sad one from, the House of Reps yesterday when the man passed away in the line of duty, by the way. Cholera. FEC approves Interministerial Committee on Emergency Operations. And the picture there at the center has to do with a demonstrator reacting as police used tear gas to disperse protesters against Kenya's proposed finance bill 2024-25 in Nairobi on Tuesday. These has really degenerated. This is what we are seeing at this time. At this point, I'd like to welcome Ladi Jalabi for some analysis on these stories. FEC steps down memo on new minimum wage. Ladeji, good morning.
Good morning to you,
Thank
Femi.
You for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Your reaction?
Well, it is what it is, Femi. Like you asked, you felt it could have been one of the things that will have top priority. But every now and then, our leaders shows people are not their priority.
Maybe I should add one of the riders, Tinubu to consult governance and private sector.
Now, why is it taking forever? Okay. They wanted to get a private jet in less than 2 weeks. We've been hearing, even the National Assembly already are saying they need to get it. When one of the opposition leaders spoke, one of the media aides of the president said, do you want him dead? But the question I asked the same man is, do you know how many Nigerians are dying of not being able to feed every day? But things that are beneficial to the people takes time. They rigmarole, they dance around it every now and then just to waste time, just to buy time for themselves. It's sad, but it's just a reality in Africa, and most especially in Nigeria. It's sad that people that claim are leading us, they are not there for us, they are there for themselves.
Like it's that is one reality that we are grappling with. By the way, that's all from the front page of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, from the front page of Nigerian Tribune this morning, let's head on to Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu to consult governors OPS on minimum wage. This is coming from the federal government. Rivers crisis, anti-Fubara protest rocks Port Harcourt. Wike not ready for peace. Clark tells Tinubu. DMO attributes rise in public debt to FX reforms and PR hikes. And still on the Vanguard newspaper this morning, no plan to dethrone Sultan. Sokoto government speaks. Insecurity, NSA alerts on terrorist recruitment plots against media platforms. And Cardoso upbeat on taming inflation, supports measures to boost external reserves. Chivido 2024, Lagos Island stands still as Davido Chioma exchange marital vows. Cholera, Tinubu directs FEC to set up committee to oversee emergency operations. And FG moves to sell 3 aircraft in presidential fleet to buy 1. That story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And of course, you can see the picture on the front page is that of the wedding ceremony of singer Davido and his love of many years, Chioma, doing their traditional wedding rites with the governor of Osun State, standing right behind saying, I dig it for your back. But let's move on to, more issues. Ladeji, FG moves to sell 3 aircraft in presidential fleet to buy 1. How do you react to that? Do you think they are being economical, since a lot of people have called them out to ask why? I mean, you just mentioned that this morning. Why are they prioritizing buying the presidential aircraft? But now they have explained that we are going to sell 3 to get 1.
Well, in a way, it's a good one. At least, actually, it's one of those things Buhari promised. When he wanted to come into power, that we don't need to have those numbers of aircraft in our fleet. Why are we not reducing it? But here we are. He maintained that number. As a matter of fact, he nearly wanted to add more to it. But now, let's see what if the 3 they want to sell will be able to buy them at least 1. Let's see what they want to add, because from the feelers we got from the presidency also, they said they've spent about 14 billion to maintain those aircraft in a year. That's huge enough to cater for some other economic some other sectors of economy. But let's see how we go about this. Let's see what we can achieve with this. Let's see if the 3 aircraft you want to sell, are they in good states? Who are going to be buying them? Would they buy them at a good rate?
Doesn't really bother us who is buying.
Well, of
Do we
course.
care who buys?
No. So
The point is the sale of these proposed 3 jets will
now
the money that will be
why I said who
will
we
be
buy.
able
That's what I'm saying. That's what the reason why I added who we buy is if you go meet some people, they price it down to
So
this is
auction
just
it at a very
don't
ridiculous
just
price.
auction at don't just auction it at a ridiculous rate and say, okay, so we've been able to, because Nigerians want to hear we sold it out and we've sold it. Don't go and auction it to your friends and say, okay, we need to add
to their
money
cronies
to. Do you get? That's why I said who is buying.
Okay.
All right, that will be all on the Vanguard newspaper this morning and on this segment of the newspaper review program. Thank you so much, Ladeji Alabi, for your time. It was short but very insightful this morning.
Always a pleasure.
All right, people, stay with us. We'll be back for the conversation on Morning Spring, and today we will be looking at issues bordering on mental health, coping mechanisms used by people. It's going to be an insightful one. Stay with us.